It was about bringing the fans a fair fight. And we'll see if Ryan Garcia will keep it clean, keep his nose clean, and give the people what they want.
Yeah, it is. He got to make money somehow. Yeah, but tell him stop cheating. Don't cheat, man. Don't cheat.
You know, corruption at its finest. Corruption at its finest. They couldn't take the loss. What's up, man? I know y'all see you.
Bill Haney has erupted on Ryan Garcia during a heated press conference, accusing him of cheating. Haney emphasized the importance of justice and fairness for the fans, questioning whether Ryan would keep it clean. The tension between both camps continues to rise as the fight approaches, setting the stage for drama.
Everyone knows that they want to see the fight. I had to put the pen and paper on the Golden Dauphins. I had to put it on them to make the fight happen because they were very vocal about not making the fight happen. They said the fans didn't want to see it, and clearly everyone knows they want to see it. So I put the pen in the paper, went legal on them, and tied the shit up. But it wasn't about necessarily the lawsuit. It was about justice. It was about bringing the fans a fair fight. And we'll see if Ryan Garcia will keep it clean, keep his nose clean, and give the people what they want.
During a heated press conference, Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, accused Ryan Garcia of being a dirty cheat. This accusation stems from Garcia's previous positive test for PEDs, which has cast a shadow over his boxing career. Bill Haney emphasized the importance of justice and fairness in the sport, questioning Garcia's integrity and commitment to a clean fight.
Your little brother, is your brother in the house? Because your brother knew before everybody else, and you don't answer that question.
My little brother right there.
Okay, so how do you know before everybody else? Corruption at its finest. Corruption at its finest. They couldn't take the loss. What's up, man? I know y'all see you. I don't want to touch that. I don't know what you're doing with your hands, buddy. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to look past Broly's.
You took your punishment because you knew you was guilty.
Hey, the Austrian don't help you block a left hook, bro. You got hit like 1,000 times.
Okay, so
you got dribbled off the canvas. You know nothing was taken. You know damn well. You know damn well.
Do not do drugs, kids.
PEDs. Do not do drugs? Do not do... Okay, hey, he had that in his back pocket the whole time.
Devin Haney himself has publicly questioned how Ryan Garcia tested positive for PEDs. He pointed out that if there was nothing illicit involved, Garcia wouldn't have faced any punishment. Haney has urged Garcia to stop taking such substances, highlighting the need for fairness and integrity in boxing.
8 out of 12 rounds were given to Haney.
Right.
Those 10-8 rounds is what ended up giving Garcia the edge. Which we can say the drugs had an influence on it. And the weight. They say that, Floyd says, hey, come in a little bit overweight. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what I mean? He opted to do bad business, right? We were professional. We showed complete professionalism throughout the fight, throughout the build-up. Devin made weight. I was extremely proud of him. At the end of the fight, he didn't complain. He said, all praise is due to God. Allah doesn't make any mistakes. And I was proud of him. You know what I'm saying? He stood on business. You know what I mean? But it was heartbreaking, the fact that the guy that he fought was on drugs, because it's my job as a manager.
Bill Haney has also criticized Garcia's approach to the sport, stating that while Team Haney has shown full professionalism, Garcia has opted for unethical business practices. This criticism reflects the Haney camp's frustration with Garcia's actions, which they believe undermine the sport's integrity.
To him is to put him in situations that are fair. Boxing is the one sport that I consider to be a fair mano to mano, because no matter what your size is, you still have to come in at 135. You have to come in at 140. So for all intent purposes, you are the same size guy. But the one thing that I let him down on is the fact that, I let him get in there with somebody that was on PEDs.
Now, do you feel like, because I heard you mention this, do you feel like you prepped him for the wrong fight? Like, because he said he wanted to stand toe-to-toe with him in the middle of the ring, and we all know that Devin is the type of fighter that's going to pick you apart. He's great with defense, going to pick you apart. A lot of anger, a lot of...
Well, it's a combination of Devin not being Devin, but Devin opting to be what the fans wanted to see.
In response to the PED allegations, Ryan Garcia has expressed his intention to prove his critics wrong through his performance in the ring. He He believes that his actions during fights will speak louder than words, aiming to demonstrate his commitment to clean competition and skillful boxing.
A pro with the global superstar right here, Ryan Garcia in the flesh. Just finished up the Fatal Fury press conference, the second time facing off with Rolly Romero. What's going through your mind right now?
Right now, I'm just thinking, let's get back to training. Right now, it was cool. Press conference, I'm used to it, and I'm ready to continue training.
Predicting the left hook knockout. What'd you see when you looked in his eyes when you faced off with him?
He's a little shook. You know, right now he doesn't seem like he wants to engage in anything, but that's okay. Here to do my job.
You're here to do your job. Obviously, Devin Haney's on stage. He's expecting to fight you next. You're calling him out. He talks about the PD allegations, but why are you proving all the doubters wrong?
I mean, you know it's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. At the end of the day, you know, I'm going to prove it when I'm in the ring with him again that he can't stop me. That's it.
What do you make of Dana White entering the world of boxing and teaming up with Cheek Turkey?
Yeah, I mean, if they pay like the UFC, though, we might not like it. We might not like it.
Analysts have noted that Devin Haney needs to be cautious of Garcia's punching power, particularly concerning chin shots. Garcia's ability to deliver effective chin punches could be a decisive factor in their rematch, making it essential for Haney to strengthen his defensive strategies.
That I had a chin. I showed I had a chin.
Well, shows you had a heart for sure. Get him. Get him.
It definitely did show that Devin Haney could take some punishment and keep getting up. Now, I don't think any fighter wants to be known as the guy with a chin. You want to not be hit by those punches. I think that's the biggest takeaway from the Ryan Garcia-Devin Haney fight, is that Devin cannot and should not be hit by those punches. Because regardless of how good of a chin you have, Ryan Garcia has one of the nastiest left hooks in boxing. And if he touches you on the chin with it, it's either going to hurt you or knock you out cold. Is Devin Haney chinny? I mean, at 140, he was cutting a ton of weight. That couldn't have helped his chin or his ability to withstand punishment, especially seeing as Ryan Garcia didn't even make the weight. So Devin Haney was the only one that actually made 140 in that fight. And now that this one's at 147, we'll see how he holds up. But the idea is to not be hit at all. And I like Jose Ramirez's answer there. Like, yeah, it's my job to touch his chin. Like, what do you mean am I going to test his chin? That better be what I do all night. I don't care if he's 31-0 with 31 knockouts. My job's to go in there and knock him out. And I'm with Devin. He did have a lot of heart, man. He got up off the canvas after taking some nasty punishment in that fight.
Despite the controversies surrounding their previous fight, Devin Haney remains confident that he can defeat Ryan Garcia in a rematch. He believes that Garcia's past mistakes and alleged cheating can be overcome with proper preparation and strategy.
I still think Devin Haney can beat Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah. I do.
Don't fight that type of style. Don't stand right in front of him.
Yeah.
Do your Devin Haney, and get out of there.
And that's what you do with rematches. You find everything you did wrong. You know it instantly after the fight's over. You come back and you right those wrongs. I do believe that it's a rematch that he will win. I think we've talked about this time and time again. I think it's a rematch that both guys really need to have.
The upcoming rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is generating significant excitement among boxing fans and experts. Both fighters and their camps are expected to be more focused and determined, setting the stage for an intense and thrilling bout.
Yeah. Devin Haney works harder than anybody in boxing. Yeah. Him and his dad will patch the boat up, they'll fix the leaks, and that rematch is going to be a much different fight.
Well, what the kids call it, what the kids say is, that rematch, going to be fire. That rematch, listen to this. That rematch, guys, as the kids say, will be lit. Okay, guys? Yeah. And if this was 2000, if you put me in a fucking time machine and it's 2003, do you know how dope that rematch
I
is going to be?
still use dope. No, you should say fresh.
You know how fresh?
Yeah.
You know how fresh that rematch is going to be?
Fresh is fun. I want to bring fresh back.
Devin Haney has emphasized that he fought clean in their previous encounter, contrasting himself with Garcia, who has faced allegations of wrongdoing. Haney's commitment to integrity in the sport underscores his dedication to fair competition.
You go back to the drawing board and you're trying to figure out, where did I go wrong? And I couldn't figure it out. I fought a guy who did everything wrong leading up to the fight. Me doing everything right. Great team, great coaches, great game plan. It's just hard to beat somebody when, they doping. We seen a different Ryan Garcia than we seen leading up to the Tank fight. It was just totally different. Me, I'm not having no sex. I'm not doing nothing. I'm getting my rest, doing everything. How can that determine the outcome of a 12-round fight? And then when the PD situation came out, that's when I was like, that makes sense.
Performance-enhancing substances like Ostarine, which Garcia tested positive for, are known to enhance a boxer's power and performance. Haney has highlighted that such substances provide an unfair advantage, justifying the need for stringent testing and penalties for misconduct.
PEDs don't just magically pop up in your system. And if they do, you can justify it, right? You should be able to justify how it got in your system, and it will set you free. The truth will set you free.
So you feel like it was just the PEDs that beat you, or do you think it was his skill set plus the PEDs?
PEDs, I mean, it's going to enhance whatever you already got. He wasn't just trash. He always showed power and speed before that. I don't care what you say. If that's the case, why are they banned? Why do we test for him? If that's the case, we shouldn't even test for him.
But y'all had VADA testing.
Yeah.
Throughout the camp. Tell me if I'm wrong. He passed all his tests until the week of the fight.
Correct.
Right? So he tested positive for a test pre-fight and then post-fight.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, the test take 3 or 4 days to come back. Was it 1 or 2 substances? Because I heard something about a second substance.
Or 1.
It didn't seem like he was like cycling through training camp with this stuff. I feel like he came in heavy and somebody said, hey man, take this to get the weight off.
Experts in the boxing community have expressed concerns about the dangers of steroid use. They warn that taking such substances can pose significant health risks and jeopardize the integrity of the sport.
And he knew he had a failed drug test on the way. He knew this, but this kid and his father didn't know it. On top of that, taking steroids is dangerous. People have died in the ring fighting people who've taken steroids because of the unfair advantage. And if you look at that fight, you can clearly see the unfair advantage. I never seen Devin Haney be knocked silly like that before in my life. And it don't make sense that Ryan Garcia, a guy who ain't never done that in his life, is the one to step in that ring and do that. See, this is the mentality nowadays, man. People are okay with people cheating and because that's what we do in this American society. We cheat everything. Look, man, I ain't making no excuses because I took that loss well. I was like, hey, man, he lost fair and square. But now that he cheated, I expect you people who gloated in his victory to be like, hey man, I ain't with that.
Shakur Stevenson has expressed curiosity about Ryan Garcia's return to the ring, but made it clear that he expects a clean fight. He stressed the importance of fair competition and urged Garcia to avoid any performance-enhancing substances. Stevenson, known for his disciplined approach, believes that cheating tarnishes the sport and damages a fighter's legacy. He warned Garcia that any future misconduct would further harm his credibility. While intrigued by how Garcia will perform after his suspension, Stevenson emphasized that true greatness comes from skill and hard work, not shortcuts, and hopes Garcia will prove himself the right way.
We spoke to Devin Haney as well on Fight Hub yesterday, and he mentioned how he's going to be back in March. Are you excited to see him back as someone in and around your division to be back fighting healthy again?
I think excited is like a strong word, but I'm interested. I want to see how he handles that traumatic experience that he went through and see how he bounced back from it. So, yeah.
Do you think he wins a rematch against Ryan Garcia? How do you think that fight would play out if they were to fight again with obviously no drugs involved this time?
I know he's strong mentally, so he can win for sure, but it all depends on how he's feeling after he gets back. Is he the same fighter? Let's see. We got to find out.
And as for Ryan, do you think he should be doing exhibition matches as he's tried to do since he can't fight professionally? Do you think an exhibition is the right route to go down?
Yeah, it is. He got to make money somehow. So, yeah, but tell him stop cheating. Don't cheat, man. Don't cheat. Just Ryan too. Like I think Ryan's a hell of a fighter, but yeah, I think he should make sure he don't cheat.
Some boxing professionals have critiqued Ryan Garcia's skills, suggesting that while he possesses athleticism, his technical abilities may not be sufficient to place him among the elite pound-for-pound fighters. This perspective adds another layer of scrutiny to Garcia's career. Ryan Garcia has strongly denied accusations of cheating in his fight against Devin Haney, maintaining that he fought fairly. He insists that if officials truly believed he had broken any rules, he would have been barred from competing. Garcia argues that the controversy is being exaggerated to discredit his victory and undermine his skills. He has also questioned the timing of the allegations, suggesting they serve as an excuse for Haney's performance. Despite the backlash, Garcia remains confident in his abilities and is focused on proving himself in future fights, aiming to silence critics through his in-ring performances.
I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? You know, why didn't they come out with this before, the fight if they found it before? Why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with a victory and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded. So, lies. Big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit. And I was with this guy every single day. I never ever saw. Fuck the Haneys.
Ryan Garcia has raised concerns regarding the Haney camp's prior knowledge of his positive test result for a banned substance following their April 2024 fight. He questions how they seemed aware of the situation before it became public and promptly filed a lawsuit against him. In response, Garcia's legal team has filed a counterclaim against Devin Haney and his father, Bill Haney, seeking $7.5 million in damages.
I don't want redemption. I feel like he got to get redemption. I feel like they had it in their back pocket and they never answered this question. I said, how did your little brother know the whole time that supposedly I was going to test positive way before it even came out? They never answered that. That shit's weird. And one, I personally can't trust Victor Conte, but I can't say too much because, again, they try to sue me, bro. Like, that's why I can't really say nothing. Okay. They might sue me. I'm not even kidding. What?
Did they make you go to deposition for the lawsuits?
I said I'm not going to give you a rematch unless you see if they hold to their word.
But did you go to deposition?
No, I didn't go to nothing. I sent my lawyer, whatever.
Reports indicate that Ryan Garcia took Osterine before his fight with Devin Haney and allegedly attempted to hide this fact before testing. This controversy has fueled debates about doping regulations and enforcement in boxing.
The reason Ryan got caught is during the weight cut. As you start to lose the fat in your body from the weight training, the steroids, they kind of secrete from the fat, because what happens is those drugs, that Osterine, it all gets trapped inside of your fat cells. So during the fight training camp, as you're losing that weight and you're losing that fat, some of it starts oozing out. That's why they only found a small amount, DB. It don't mean that he only took a negligible amount. They take a lot of it. They know when testing is going to come. So they start trying to remove it out of their system before the testing comes. Well, it still doesn't mean he didn't cheat.
Devin Haney has shared how he learned about Ryan Garcia's positive PED test, stating that everything started making sense after that revelation. This discovery has likely influenced Haney's perspective on their previous bout and the upcoming rematch.
When did you first get wind that his urine was dirty? One day, I was just going to Chipotle, and I was just like, your boy said Chipotle. I was going to Chipotle, and then my lawyer called me. I was like, man, I don't feel like talking right now. And then my dad called me. He like, hey, you talk to John? I'm like, nah, I ain't talk to him. And then he like, I'm about to put on a three-way. And then that's when he told me. What was you thinking? I left Chipotle. I know that. Did you get your food? Huh? Did you get your food? No, I didn't get my food. You didn't even order? No, I'm out. I couldn't believe that. Like, but everything just started, making sense. Like, it started making sense. Like, all right. Sometimes you get some closure, sometimes you don't. That was like somewhat of the closure. Like, oh, okay.
Some observers believe that Devin Haney is not the same fighter as he ages, raising concerns about his declining speed, reflexes, and overall sharpness in the ring. Some suggest that the intense publicity surrounding Ryan Garcia's alleged cheating might be a strategic move to distract from Haney's possible decline. Critics argue that Haney's team is using the controversy to maintain his reputation rather than addressing potential weaknesses. This debate adds complexity to the narrative, with some believing Haney remains elite, while others think Garcia's situation is being exaggerated to shield Haney from scrutiny ahead of their rematch.
Y'all have a fear, and it's my fear as well. I think y'all have a fear that Devin Haney is not going to be the same. Y'all, we trying to put all of this publicity on him getting cheated so that we have a valid reason to claim why he's not the same. You a fan, Ness, you a fan of your boy, or I don't want to say fan, but you support your boy, Jarrell Miller Jarrell Miller tested positive for banned substances mad times, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I
You
never,
have-
but I always did the same thing I'm doing to Ryan. I never asked Ryan to be banned, and people were calling for a lifetime ban of Jarrell. You don't hear anyone asking for a lifetime ban of Ryan. And what did I do? I stood by Jarrell and said, damn, lifetime, no. This is the only way he could eat. Let him do his sentence and get on 365. The same goddamn thing I'm begging of Ryan, but Tone and the Ryan fucking fan base want to make it a joke that Vada somehow tainted.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.